What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this week's edition of the Six Gaming Podcast. Yes, that's right. I am your host, as always, Shosan, and I am damn happy to be here with you guys this week. Thank you so very much for joining us. This is episode 143, but of course, I can't continue without introducing my awesome and illustrious set of co-hosts. Up first, Mr. Vegito.
Hey, everybody. How goes it?
Blurry as hell, man. Focus.
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 That's bad. You can see all
There
the
you
pixels
go.
on my photo.
No shit. Finally, up next, Mr. Solo Mail.
Yep, that's me.
That's him.
Yeah,
Wow, you're a
by the
man
way-
of like no words.
Yeah, by the way, I changed my nickname on a few of the Discord servers to Some Call Me Solo. Yeah, like that's actually a reference to a YouTuber called Some Call Me Johnny.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not calling you Solo just for the simple reason that you'll never replace Han.
right. There
Well,
can only be one.
It's I don't have to replace Han. There can be multiple solos, you know.
No. I don't accept you.
Jesus. Well, that was cold. So moving on that note, let's move on to my favorite part of the show. You guys know it. I love it. It's news.
News.
Yay. Okay.
I like
So
the news.
let's start things off with the Christmas season, right? Christmas is over, thank God. But we have to talk about one of the funniest things I thought that come out of it. Mr. Overwatch himself, Jeff Kaplan, sat in front of the camera on Twitch for hours. Hours and hours and hours.
Oh, it was
5 hours?
amazing.
He sat?
No, it was longer. It was 6 hours roughly.
6 hours? Something like that. He just sat motionless. He'd answer his phone every now and again, and then he'd go right back to just sitting there in front of a campfire. Just chilling. Not doing much. And then he'd yawn. And then he'd just sit. It was fucking amazing. It was brilliant. I loved it. So you got a Jeff Kaplan Yule log. And why the fuck not? You know? I thought it was pretty brilliant. So,
Yeah, it was interesting to say the least.
and then of course there was a lot of different other Yule logs popped up. There's a Darth Vader Yule log where you could just watch Vader on fire for like 8 hours. Something stupid like that.
Wait, on fire?
Yeah, you know where they set him on fire at the end of the
Hey, look who's here.
Star Wars movie?
So,
What's up?
so is somebody streaming to Twitch, or do I need to do it?
We absolutely are, sir, and we are live.
Yep.
We
We're
started a
live.
little early.
Oh shit!
So
Yeah, welcome to the show. So we have Mr. Pantherian joining us. Hi. I thought we were going to be the only one, so
No, I feel like ass, but I have
I see that.
the top number needs to be 195 before I go to bed. So
What
Okay.
is that?
that is a Boston butt and my big green egg. It's gonna
Uh-huh.
be delicious barbecue. But it's not.
Oh,
It's not
I
gonna
thought
be
you said
truly
something.
big green egg. It's like a big slow. It's a big grill that's like also a smoker. The bottom number should really be 220, but I want to go to bed sooner than 2 a.m. or whatever the hell it's going to be. So I cranked it up so it would finish cooking.
gotcha.
I also swore that you said that you're putting a big green egg up your butt.
No, a
What?
Boston butt on my big green egg, not
Yeah, that one.
green egg up my Boston butt.
Yeah, you know something? I put coffee in my butt more often than I put it in my mouth.
Don't need to know. Don't need to know.
Oh, come on, it's the internet. You can know everything.
No, don't want to know.
Nope.
No interest.
There are some fucked up individuals on this planet. You don't need to know about them.
I'm telling you. All right,
And one
so
of them's I don't know which direction he is on. I'm assuming he's that way.
Yeah, he's
Might be
that way.
He's that way. Okay,
Yeah,
this
he's
guy
that
right
way.
here is fucked up.
he is.
It looked to me like you were pulling a fetch.
All right. So moving on, you guys. Let's talk some more Destiny 2 shenanigans. Right?
Fuck them.
Yeah.
I haven't played.
This is absolutely insane, but I love the way this is going. So, got an article here on Destructoid.com where hundreds and thousands of players have been clamoring over this weekend to to call for the removal of the Eververse, right? As they put it, built up as a cute holiday celebration, what lies beneath is an event almost entirely based around pushing microtransactions, employing casino techniques to provide players a taste of various items. The sad part is that while some events used to actually be free and provide rewards through gameplay, Destiny 2 has somehow taken a step backwards and has gated nearly everything good through Silver or Dust, the game's not Xenoverse, Eververse currencies.
Yeah, and I've seen it, and it kind of pissed me. That part of that game pissed me off severely.
Well, we talked about it last week. Like, remember that it was that, like, if it's the winter event in HOTS and you get a loot box, it's a winter event loot box. In Destiny, it's not a winter event loot box.
Right. So apparently, again, reading on here, they said the player base is now on full-on revolt mode.
Yeah, like
with nearly every post on the forum asking for removal of the Eververse.
Well, we just hope that they go Diablo 3, and in the meantime, I'm not playing.
Good. And yeah, if they went kind of the way that Diablo 3 went, the game would do so much better, guaranteed.
Yep.
Guaranteed. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what EA does. Again, this is just more revolt against that company, and hopefully they'll finally get the clue that Bungie, excuse me, not EA. That's a whole nother fucking
Activision.
Situation.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Activision. What?
I mean, it's Activision, Blizzard, Bungie. It's
all kind of
parent companies.
Right.
Well, from my understanding, Blizzard's like, nope, we have nothing to do with that game.
Yeah, they've kind of stepped away. The only reason why they have references to it still is because Activision is the parent company. And they have to.
Yeah.
But it's funny, if you go to the Battle.net website, you'll see everything Blizzard like all over the place, and then down in the bottom corner you'll see Activision, Bungie, or
it's the same way in Hello?
What? Huh?
Well, you stopped mid-sentence.
No, you stopped mid-sentence.
All right, moving on. So, let's go back to the Steam Awards, shall we? We talked a little bit about this last week, but one of the funnier little things to come out of these awards is the Ongoing Game Award by PC Gamer. And it should be coming through.
Award,
what's that?
It's not one of the Steam Awards. It's just
no, but they are up there on Steam as well.
Yes.
I think it's been picking it up. But the Ongoing Game Award by PC Gamer this year is going directly to No Man's Sky, oddly enough. The game we love to hate. What, 2 years ago?
No, it's just not a game we love to hate. It's just a game to fucking hate.
Right. Well, they're saying that even after a rocky 2016 launch, the game is still going through updates and still getting upgrades, and it's coming along nicely.
You want to know what game deserves to be put above No Man's Sky in every possible way?
Terraria. Really?
Terraria too.
It'll be updated. Like the next update, that minor update that they're making, actually like really overhauls the visuals like at certain times of the day, because they're adding this wind effect that like makes leaves blow around and like all the flora wave in the wind, and make water ripple.
So instead of having pixels, they're gonna have animated pixels?
Yeah, it's how it's been for the entire time. Lots of animated pixels.
I just got to give you shit for it, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. Reading the article kind of makes me want to go back and play it again, but then I realize it's No Man's Sky, and it's just not worth it. But all right,
hell,
who knows? Let's go on to Diablo 3 news, shall we? This is actually pretty cool. What's that?
You're a Diablo 3.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway, so Diablo's anniversary is right around the corner, and with that, a new event is coming up called the Darkening of Tristram. Yes, they are going back.
They did that a year ago, and now they're repeating that.
Did they do it a year ago?
Yep.
Oh, I must have missed that event.
So you can go back and you can get stuff that you missed last time.
Oh, that'll be nice. Well, it gives me a chance to go in and actually play it because I missed it last year.
So when's the
Yeah,
event
they're
show?
bringing it back. You can check out on the BattleNet site closer look at the anniversary dungeon and the unique rewards therein. Mainly stop the cultists, kill everything. Typical Diablo fun.
The show. When is it released?
I don't have the date in front of me here, sadly.
And yet you call me a bad reporter. Shut your hole.
I never claimed anything. Let's see. Hold on, I'll pull this up. Damn it.
Yeah, pull like your big boy pants. Pull them up.
Let's see. Anniversary begins January 1st at midnight Pacific Standard Time and ends January 30th at the same time.
Nice.
So,
It
yep,
gives
you
you
got a
one.
few days to bone up. Then finally, moving on. Who loves Call of Duty, right? Everybody
No.
loves Call of Duty. It's a
Everyone.
friendly game where everybody gets along. Right,
Actually, I
Badge?
haven't played one yet.
Fuck you and your spawn camping ways.
Right. So, about the poison that is Call of Duty. Last Thursday night, police were called to a house. We all know where this is going, sadly. Several police officers surrounded a house and insisted that the man comes out. As the gentleman comes out in question, police thought that they spotted something that looked like a weapon and ended up shooting the person that they called out. Now, what does this
Yep.
have to do? Well, this is sadly another case of swatting involving the
guy-
Call of Duty match.
Plus, the guy who was killed wasn't even the person who was streaming.
Right.
Yeah.
It was like
And
his
that's-
uncle or something.
The truly sad part. So,
But
yeah,
they-
unfortunately.
I wouldn't call it the happy part, but the resolution is that a 25-year-old Twitter user was arrested.
Yep, Tyler Barris.
Yeah, and he supposedly also had previously taken. He'd been arrested 2 years ago for making hoax bomb threats to a TV station. He made threats to a net neutrality meeting. He's just an all-around douchebag, and I hope that he is brought up on charges of like murder by proxy or something. Like, I don't know if that's a real thing, but like supposedly in some states you can be charged with premeditated murder if you cause a murder, even if you're not the one who pulls the trigger.
Right. And I certainly hope so,
that's
honestly.
that's how Charles Manson was in jail for life.
Yeah, it's something to that effect, right? Because he didn't actually do it, but he was in prison his whole life.
Yeah.
From then on. So, yeah, I mean, it's a sad affair. I can't believe that people actually resort to that. But yeah, these things happen. But they did catch the guy, so yeah, go fuck yourself. Honestly, I think
Yeah.
it's terrible.
Yeah, it's like so the dude tweeted like, that kid's house I swatted was on the news, and then like a little bit later he goes in all caps, I didn't get anyone killed because I didn't discharge a weapon, and being a SWAT member isn't my profession. Like, clearly the dude's like, oh
Wow.
shit, like I didn't mean for this to happen, and like, but seriously,
It doesn't matter
at
that point.
for life.
You know his tweets are gonna go up in court. Like, you're screwed, man. You got
Yeah.
caught.
Like, my-
911
like, my thing
call
is,
where he
why-
called in.
Like, why brag about it? Like, that's my thing.
Because he was like on VPNs and didn't think he was gonna get caught because he's a prideful little shit.
Right. Right. I mean, that's all it is. What do they say? Pride comes before the fall. I mean, there's an
Yeah.
example.
I want to start streaming more, and the more I think about it, it's like, okay, you can get swatted if you're streaming, if you get really popular, or if you make enemies or whatever. But like, I get up in the morning and I drive to work, and I probably have a higher chance of dying in a car accident than I do of getting hurt from being swatted from streaming, right? Like,
Right. I mean,
you
Yeah.
have to look at things in percentages and stuff. You just got to be smart about it.
right. Right. I mean, yeah, what are the odds? Probably pretty low, but they're still there. It just sucks that has to now become a consideration, even if it's in the back of your head.
Yeah, and
That's
I just need to take a moment and ask Solo, do you speak Kazakh?
Nope. That's why I'm using
You're
Google
just-
Translate.
Okay. I was like, that's not Russian, but some of it looks familiar. So I had to check
That's-
some of the letters. Okay.
Well, you
What's
got to
up,
say hi
Phoenix?
somehow.
Well, Pantherian here does know a bit of Russian, so good on him.
Yep.
So, all right. I think that. Oh, another piece of news. If you guys at all have an Xbox, this is a pretty cool little deal. The Xbox Game Pass right now, where you can download all the games you want and play them for monthly fee. They've actually got it going on until Sunday. You can get 1 month for $1 of their Xbox Game Pass. Now that's kind of a hard deal to beat, you know. Get a
Yeah.
month for $1 if you sign up now. So
Oh, the pirate's life we be.
yeah,
Can't steal.
well, unfortunately the games will lock out if you cancel the service, but it's really pretty cool. And they do have a lot of games up for download. It's not the full library of games, but it's a decent chunk. And a lot of backwards compatible games as well. So definitely something to check out on the Xbox website. So other than that, though, I believe I'm out of news unless you fine gentlemen have anything else you want to bring up.
I don't want to talk
No.
about no more shit.
No?
No.
Okay, so then let's move on to Ron's favorite part of the podcast. You guys know it. I don't really know it, but it's the playlist.
The playlist. I'm a contributor.
Right. I know. It's weird, isn't it? So,
Yeah, it's weird that I contributed to something.
We've been trying to name it for approximately 5 years.
or give
Yeah.
or take, yeah.
We'll
So,
probably rename it again in a few months, but
you know,
for now, it's the playlist.
it is now. Yeah. So,
We should
Penn,
call it
we're
the
going
next
right
podcast.
down the line. So, what have you been playing?
So I picked up a couple games during the Steam sale, and I also finally sorted through all my Humble Bundle games that I've got that I just had keys laying around from monthlies and from other bundles and whatever. I picked up Dead Cells.
Why does that sound
Which-
familiar?
Dead Cells is a
It's like Dark Souls.
not exactly. It's a little bit like Ori or Ori in the Blind Forest.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Metroidvania platformer.
Looked a little closer to Guacamelee than Ori to me.
Yes, the art style is more like Guacamelee. It's kind of pixelated a little bit. It is kind of difficult, but it's got a roguelite progression, right? So like as you play, you collect items. If you finish the stage and you turn in those items, you can unlock upgrades that you get on your progressive runs.
Okay.
So like you're shitty at first, and then like you don't even have a health file, but after a few runs, you're able to get a health file, and then you can upgrade your health file, and you can get different weapons and whatever.
Okay.
I made it into like the third area so far, but you know, it's very clear that, you know, after 30, 40, 50 runs and I've collected the items and upgraded stuff, I'll be able to make it further and further.
Yeah. That's
And I also pick up Hollow Knight, which is another Metroidvania that is, I'm told, more like Dark Souls in 2D. And also, I don't remember if I talked about this last week, but I'm trying out this free game on Steam called Doki Doki Literature Club.
yeah.
I wonder what that's going to be like. Probably a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We talked about it because you're all like,
A
"Oh,
little
that's
bit.
clearly hentai."
Yeah.
But it looks like it is. But I'm pretty sure that one of the girls is reading like the Necronomicon and is going to
Nice.
unleash an elder god or some shit like that. And I also read that it's not exactly news, but I read that. So I talked about how I want to play Soma, but I need to find that mod that makes all the creatures peaceful, right? Because I want to play it for the game, for the story and the gameplay and the atmosphere, but I really don't want to spend all my time hiding from monsters.
Right.
And supposedly sometime this spring, is it fractional? whoever
Yeah,
made
something like that.
they're going to release an official mod for Amnesia that's going to do the same thing for Amnesia. So you like can explore the area, and you still have to worry about your sanity and stuff, but you don't have to
Updating
spend all your
Amnesia?
time. What?
Updating Amnesia. Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
wait, or did you mean Soma?
no,
No,
I'm
well-
saying that there's already one for Soma, but I'm saying that they're going to make one for Amnesia. Like it's pretty old, but they're going to make one for Amnesia. That's what I heard.
No, yeah, it might actually
there
make me
may-
play it again.
There may be an unofficial one already. I'm sure there is, but there's supposedly going to be like a peaceful mode where you can do it's still going to be creepy, and it's still going to be like if you are in darkness and you don't have light, then you're still going to go insane.
Right.
But you're not going to like the water level. You're not going to spend the whole time running away from the invisible creature.
That weird
that's gonna
invisible
kill you.
bastard.
Yeah, like, and this for me, like, there were a couple levels where I freaked out because the monster was coming, so I ran into a corner and it was dark, and then I went insane before I was able to find light again.
Yep.
And I just wanted to explore the castle and learn the story of the game. So anyway, that'd be
And you can't do that when you're getting your ass chased.
exactly.
Right.
So
Yeah,
And
like
then-
I played through the entirety of Amnesia this Halloween, and like it's just my opinion, but I really think that the monsters didn't really detract from anything, like the way that the encounters were set up. Like I think that like sure it kind of got slow and frustrating in a couple places, but like I really don't think that it removed from the experience. I think that like it would be better to play it like with monsters, you know, unlike what I've heard about Soma.
I don't know. I might go back to it at some point.
Right. I mean, if they did that, I would be more tempted to go back and play it. You know, me and horror games don't exactly have the best.
Yeah, you
Well,
get
the
angry.
thing is-
You don't show you don't get scared of them. You get angry.
Well, that's the thing
Well,
is
that too.
I was never scared of the creep. Like, I mean, yeah, there were some jump scares and it was creepy, but like, it was more that I was spending a lot of time avoiding them and using up time that I wanted to be like playing the game instead of hiding in the game.
Right.
I didn't actually spend that much time hiding unless I was like overly nervous, honestly.
Yeah. I don't know. Played some Heroes, played some Overwatch, played some Diablo. And I got Kerbal Space Program, played some of that, but I think I talked about that last week.
Have you figured that out yet?
Sort of. I mean,
Yeah. Well, you progressed farther than me.
I'm playing the tutorials. So that's,
Okay.
that's about what I'm doing right now.
Maybe you should ask Brox how to make a rocket.
I'm gonna definitely ask Brox. I'm gonna be like, what is the escape velocity of whatever the planet is?
I actually
Earth.
knew that at one point.
Yeah. How do I get to Moon? MUN.
How to Moon.
How get to Moon?
You should literally call him one day and go like, "How to Moon," and just fucking hang up on him.
I think I'm gonna actually meet up with him. At Cedar Point sometime next summer. We're gonna bring our
that'd be
kids
cool.
and go to Cedar Point. He's a member of the Roller Coaster Enthusiasts of America. Actually,
Nice.
So
Very nice.
I hope he might get like Fast Pass or some shit.
That'd
Oh,
be
he-
cool.
You always have to get the fast pass.
Anyway,
Always the time limit.
and I've been like when my kid's up in the middle of the night, I've been playing some Crashlands and Reigns on my phone also. It's pretty fun. But I think I think that's about it.
Right on. Perfect. All right. Well, hey, Solo, what have you
Yep.
been playing, sir?
Let's see. So to start with, I did actually get the Melody Deathless world record. So
Oh,
nice.
something.
fantastic. Congrats.
It's probably gonna get dethroned really soon because I only got 34 wins, like from the world record of 30. So because Black Skeleton had aggroed in the very first room in the very first level, and I didn't move back. So
Yeah. Always gets you in the end, doesn't it?
no, it always gets you in the beginning. That's the point.
Right.
Yeah, so then so I've also been psyching myself up to try to eventually beat area all zones for the first time with DLC enabled.
Really?
Yep.
And have you tried it yet?
I haven't tried seriously yet because I still have a crappy keyboard that I'm hoping to replace in a few days.
Time to get mechanical.
Yeah, I actually found a budget mechanical keyboard that that looks like it could be decent enough for only $40. So
Oh, there you go. I don't know. I've got a Corsair mechanical that does really good. It was pretty cheap.
I could keep looking, I guess.
Yeah.
I haven't bought it yet, so yeah. So today I tried out Rayman Legends for the first time.
Great game. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like it's got pretty fun movement. You know, it looks really incredible. You know, it's had some really great like elements to some of the levels that there's this one level where it's like in the food themed world, and it's basically like there's this mechanic where during sections of these levels you turn tiny so you can elements of the levels change, like of course you can fit through small gaps, but other than that, like there's like the cables that you slide down, those turn into regular platforms when you're tiny, and like they're like giant food items that had like tunnels through them, like apples and watermelons and stuff. And so there are actually a couple really clever secrets. Like there's this watermelon where you jump on these knives that are on it, and then like when you get to the other side of the watermelon, you see this gigantic chunk out of it. So you think maybe I could go in there, and then you do, and then you see this. You're inside this little pocket of the watermelon. And then you can see this other path that goes through the watermelon as well, that you can go through to get a collectible.
Right.
So stuff like that. And also there's this other watermelon that you go through where it rotates, and then there are like these knives that are stuck in it. And the thing is that the knives actually pull out and are pushed back in by gravity, which was really neat. A really neat way of designing an obstacle.
I don't know, man. You never pull out.
And I'm surprised you don't have kids.
Anyway, what else?
Let's see. I also got Skyrim for Christmas, so I'm gonna try that pretty soon.
Oh, you haven't played Skyrim at all?
Nope.
Well,
I really know anything about it.
if you had a life at one point, it's now gone.
Wait, is it for PC or console?
PC.
Yeah, you'll have no life. Especially when you introduce yourself to mods.
Actually, I'm starting with mods, but just mods that basically make the vanilla version better. So
yeah, be careful, man. Play through, get the actual deal, and then play again with full mods.
I'm not going full mods. I'm just trying to make the game that's there better.
Okay. Fuck that day one. Do the mod that makes dragons into Thomas the Tank Engine, or Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah.
Oh God, really?
No, I've had enough with Hulk Hogan Death Claws.
Oh yeah, they did.
I have completely fallen out of the mod community because I had no idea these existed.
Oh yeah, they've been there for years, Show.
Jesus. Yeah. I guess I got to get back into them. So, all right. That about it?
I guess that's about all the games I've been playing.
Fantastic. Well, Veg, what about you, sir?
I've been playing a bit of Destiny 2 this week with my brother. That's been fun. The game, don't get me wrong, the game is fun. A lot of fun.
When you pay for it.
Yeah. No, fortunately, Eververse is just a side traction, but it does piss me off that it is, oh yeah, you can't obtain the winner shit unless you actually pay for money, or you get a really slim chance of actually getting it from your box, the only box you get.
Yeah.
And that's honestly frustrating. But other than that, the gameplay's fun. I also refuse to play Heroes of the Storm until they fucking fix my quest thing.
It's still broken?
It's still broken. They refuse to fix it.
What's Blizzard said?
They basically said, oh, you have to wait.
What do you mean, wait?
That's what I said. I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
That's weird.
Yeah, I have a fucking bone to pick with them.
Yeah. So you've sent in a trouble ticket.
I've sent in a trouble ticket. I fucking blasted them on Twitter, too. Like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And they're like, oh, yeah, we'll get right on it. And they haven't been on it. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
They had to have said something other than wait, right? Wait for the next patch. Wait for.
Yeah, they said wait
a
for the next
refresh.
patch, and it's been 3 patches.
Just play. Just play.
Joe, I
who
do
cares
play.
about the quest?
I do because that's gold. God damn it!
You get gold by leveling up characters, and
No, you don't. You get
Yes, you
boxes
do.
No, you get boxes from level up characters. You don't get gold.
Jesus, who cares?
I care. I
Ugh.
want my cosmetic shit. I don't want to buy my character every time I want to fucking.
Which I did
like,
get a
it
legendary
irritates me.
skin for Jaina today. So
Why am I not surprised? Let me guess, the demon one.
yeah, actually, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I'm just kind of glad that Jaina's fucking coming back this X pack.
Oh, I
This
love
next X
Jaina.
pack.
She is way too
Yeah,
much
she
fun.
looks like a slut this time.
She kind of did before, but you know,
Now she's a bigger sloot. But
I love Jaina.
no, that's my pet peeve with that. But fuck, why'd I go back? More
F1?
more F1. A lot more F1. I was only playing on difficulty of a 95%. Now it's 125, and I hate my life.
Jesus.
I think I'm actually going to just turn it back down to 100% because 5% is not really. But the bots are unbelievably aggressive.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh my god! Like every time I go for a corner, they just bomb me and pump me out of the way.
But don't you lose points in F1 for doing that?
No, you just
Because
get
F1's not about being aggressive. It's about the actual race, right?
It's a bit of both, but you're not supposed to wreck the person. No, you don't lose points for doing it, but you do get penalized. Well,
that's what I mean, right? Like added time.
Well, it depends on how this. I don't know. I've wrecked like half the field before and only got fucking warnings for it the entire time. It was hilarious.
Nice.
But so the game's a little buggy in that sense. Other than that, no, it's just been really difficult. And of course, I just did one of. I'm doing the career right now, and I just finished my worst. I hate this track. I hate the fucking track with the passion. It's Britain. They need to go back to Donington Park. Fuck Silverstone and that fucking. Do you know what? They name their fucking turns. They name them.
Well, yeah. That's
retarded.
Why? Why is that retarded?
Oh, you're going to Maggots and Beckett. Fuck you, Britain, you uppity piece of shit.
Jesus. Way to
Anyway.
upset an entire nation.
Is
Oh,
Veg
fuck
done
yeah.
yelling about shit? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
The only
Yeah,
good
that's
thing
okay.
about it is one of our other co-hosts, and then T. That's about it. Fuck biscuits. Fuck chips.
Anyway.
It's not chips, it's fries. Fuck you, Britain. I feel better now.
Good.
And so I've also I've also been playing EVE Online with my super. That's awesome, by the way. In about an hour's time, I make 300 million ISK.
Which is how much?
Like
Well, let's see.
A month of game time.
No, that's 1.6 billion right now.
Oh.
I can get that in about a day, though. Actually, I can get that in like 4 hours.
So you're gonna finance my. If I play Eve, you're gonna finance me to play.
Sure.
I don't really want to play Eve.
I could literally,
Yeah,
I can support. Right now, I'm sitting on 7 billion ISK. I have to pay someone back, but no, it's just it's the space I'm in is very lucrative, and it's very fun to be out there because I'm not always persistently being attacked by a bunch of fucking douchebags. Don't get me wrong, there's people out there and you got to pay attention, because it is PvP all the time, 24/7.
Yeah, that's Eve.
But the space I'm in, you would have to literally bring at least 60 people to take us down, or at least more, because of how many supers we have. Right now in our current system, we have 35 supers,
Nice.
and then we have 5 titans.
Very
So
nice.
there's 5 titans to Doomsday. There's 35 carriers with, let's see, 18 plus 10. So we have 20. That's 28 fighters per carrier. And the heavy fighters, the 3 sets of heavy fighters, they can 3-shot a battleship. So in about like 20 seconds, your battleship's gone if you do not have a very good repper or a triage carrier out there repping you. It's devastating how efficient those things are. There's a reason why they're so expensive and why it takes so long to get into them.
Right.
Yeah, it took me 2 years to get into one. So, hey, there's that. And then the final game that I've been playing this week has been Star Wars: the Knights of the Old Republic, the MMO.
He went back.
Yeah, I went back. It's fun. It's not my fault you suck at things.
Ugh.
Hey, at least I'm not like Coles and try to drag you in with me.
That's true, and then just stop playing.
Yeah, no, the last time I asked you to play, you're like, "Oh, I was interested in the game." I was like, "Hey, I'll play with it." And you go, "Oh, okay," and then you did it, and then you quit, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I guess I'm going back to my other tune then." So that was you, not me.
Well,
But,
I still got my Star Wars tunes. I just don't play. So
Yeah. Oh my god, no, Coles has been pissing me off because he keeps sending me fucking invites to Final Fantasy 14.
So go play.
No, that's $35 I don't want to spend.
Right?
It's 20 for the fucking X pack, and then I have to resubscribe. Bless you.
I tuned into Cole's streaming earlier just in time to see him die on PUBG. I was like, "Haha, you died," and then I closed the window.
Perfect. Way to troll.
I don't know why, but I don't like that fucking game. I really don't.
I've watched some streams of it. I don't understand the attraction.
I don't
That's
either. I
weird.
can see like what was it? The one guy before he announced his divorce and then stopped streaming. Dr. Mayhem or something like that.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. We
yeah.
talked about it a little bit.
Yeah, no, because he was funny as
Disrespect.
shit.
Yeah, he was good.
That's right, Doc. Yeah, then that whole shit went down, but it is what it is. And yeah, Star Wars, if you've never played it, it is for free, up to, what is it, 35 or something like that, 35, 40. And then it's made by BioWare before BioWare got shut down, and it was like the good part of BioWare for story. So if you want a decent story, you love lightsabers, and you like Star Wars fantasy, it's definitely worth playing. You know,
Yep.
and if you want to subscribe, you get a whole bunch of shit for free. Right now, if you do subscribe to Star Wars, you get a boosted character 265 instantly, which is the current max level. They help you get a bunch of gear, so you're not just like, "Oh, here's 65." You know, and they don't punish you for saying, "Oh, it's only limited time." No, you permanently get that boosted coin up until you use it, of course. You also get free 500 cartel coins, which is very useful to buy shit in the cartel market, which is the market that you can purchase stuff off of with real money if you want. It's just honestly a good deal just to subscribe to that game. Like, they don't punish you severe, like they kind of do and they kind of don't punish you. Like most, like the expansions they do now are for free and stuff like that. So if you are interested, it's free.
It's
Go
not a
ahead.
bad launching MMO. Certainly.
No, it's not. It's easy to get into, that's for sure. Plus, you
Yeah,
have
it is.
motherfucking
It is.
lightsabers. You have lightsabers.
Anyway,
No,
is that
you're
it, Ben?
anyway. Oh yeah, I've been playing a tiny bit of Factorio. It's interesting.
Factorio. How's
How
that?
is that? I've heard it's like really like will eat your life, but when I look at it, I'm like, I could play this for a while, but I feel like it would get frustrating.
Yeah. I already got frustrated because my
Okay.
friend said he was going to help me. Then he AFK'd for 2 hours, and then I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and I got myself killed. That was
Sounds about
frustrating.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
It don't get me. It's not a bad game. It really isn't by design. But it's just very complicated, and it seems very overwhelming. And it kind of is in its own way, but it was fun. It's just as soon as I get to know it better, I think I'll enjoy it more.
right.
Hopefully.
Right.
Because the end goal that I want to have is, because one of the highest tier things you can do is nuclear explosions. I want to do that.
Boom.
That'll be interesting.
As
Certainly.
Ron says, "Boom, bitches."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ron,
All
you
right.
don't deserve to talk.
So,
You totally ditched us, Ron. You're a jerk.
No, he's a douche canoe. He's not a jerk.
Alright,
I like these PG words.
moving
How's that?
on.
That's like PG-13.
Jerk.
No, douche.
No, I didn't say that though.
I did. You
I-
said you'd like to keep it PG.
I'm saying I personally like
Oh.
to say like I personally like like never mind.
I know what you're trying to say.
Anyway,
and no, I'd rather keep it rated M because I'm a man.
so
More like M
For
for
me,
Weeaboo
you know-
upside down.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, Mumbo. I thought
Oh,
you
what are you
said
playing?
Mumbo.
Did I miss that? Did you talk about it?
no, I'm just waiting, just chilling,
Talk
doing my
about shit.
thing. So anyway, yeah, for me, it's been an interesting week. Haven't been playing a whole lot. Still playing a bit of Rocksmith, still practicing my guitar, which has been fun. Quite a bit of Heroes of the Storm, just kind of grinding through, enjoying the random matches. But the big thing that came out this week was I played more Elite Dangerous. Right, love the game. It's a lot of fun. Still very much a noob, but there's what they call community goals. Right, there's this big goal that comes out for the entire galaxy, and you can choose to help out the goal. In this situation, a couple weeks ago, in game, there was a station that was under attack from the alien race that has come into the galaxy, and so they were asking for help. Well, they ended up helping out that station. But now, as a result, it left that sector of the galaxy with a lack of ships, right? So, this week's big community goal was to help them either push back the pirates as kind of a PvP sort of a thing, or you could partake in these trade missions, right? Hey, give us all these supplies that we need to refit these spaceships so we can build a presence back. I said, sure, I like trading. I'm not good at PvP, so why not do that? And I pick up all my supplies, and as I'm flying into the station, I get interdicted, pulled out of hyperspace, right, by a pirate. I was thinking this is an NPC, right, because they can do that. And as I'm flying, he pulls me out of hyperspace, which is unusual for an NPC for me. So immediately I knew it was a player. And then all of a sudden, up in my chat box, I start getting all this RP stuff, right? It says, oh, ye need to stop your vehicle so that we can scan the contents of your ship. And I responded, go fuck yourself, right? And I took off. Well, he decided that was inappropriate and basically blew me to tiny, tiny pieces. It was brutal. Absolutely. But conveniently enough, at that exact same time that I was getting blown up, the game server was having a ton of lag issues, as was my home internet. And as I get blown up, I have to rebuy my ship, right, and everything that was on board, which cost me 4 million credits, which was absolutely unreal because I only had about 1 million on me. So I had to take a loan for it, which sucked. But the guy who killed me got 0 credit for it. And when he killed me, I disappear completely, gone, poof. Right? So he immediately gets upset because I combat logged, as they call it. I like rage quit, if you will. Which sadly is a thing in the game, right? You're losing, so you just Alt F4 and get out of the game, right? I'm not going to be killed. And that causes a big thing in the game and on the forums where people will basically grief all the people who combat log all over the forums. Don't play with this guy. He's a fucking douche because he combat logs, which was going to start, except the guy knew the clan that I was in. So he jumped into my clan on Discord and said, hey, who's this Shosan player? Right? They say, yeah, we know him. Why, what's up? And he explains the situation. And turns out he was recording the whole thing, right? He recorded him interdicting and kicking my ass. Well, we go through the whole video, and I'm talking with him because I did quit, but it didn't quit because of that. I quit after I rebought my ship, and then I had to go help out around the house. But I went back to the game, and they said, hey, what the hell's going on with this? So I explained it, and I almost got my ass reamed, except for the fact that in the video you see my shields and my hull dropping to 0%, which shows
Huh.
very clearly that I did in fact die, and I quit
Yeah.
later. And then my log showed that I lost a shit ton of money, which shows I rebought the ship, so I was in the clear. But yeah, crazy fucking event. Now I know to watch out for these particular set of pirates who are actual players who do play as pirates. Fuck that. But you know what? As I told the other guys,
Or
that's just the
Whalers
game.
of the Moon, we sing a catchy.
Well, again, it's kind of like Eve, right? It's all open play. So if you're going to get your ass kicked, there's no reason to freak out about it. That is the game. You know what's
Yep.
going on when you play the game. So I'm not that type of player who's just gonna, rage quit. That's the
Well,
game.
You have, but that's besides the point.
Well, I have, but not in mid combat. I'll quit after I get my ass kicked.
No,
Right,
you
I'm
did
not
that.
the guy
You
who's-
did that in League a couple times.
No, I don't. I've never done that in League. If I had to end up quitting, it was probably because my internet sucks. Honestly,
No, you were like,
I don't
"Fuck
rage
this
quit.
game," and then you quit.
Well, yeah, like after a match. I'm not going to quit in the middle of a match. That's not me. But anyway, so yeah, that was kind of interesting. It turns out it was this huge fucking deal that I didn't want any part of it. Now, of course, I can't live it down. So I'm now the combat logger of the group, even though
Oh,
that
God.
didn't happen. But I digress. Let's move on to my favorite part of the show. And I've been waiting for this
News.
moment nonstop. And I know for a fact Penth is going to give me a hard fucking time for today's topic of the Six Gaming Roundtable. Yes. All right, you guys. So, of course, predictably, it is the new year. I have nothing better to talk about except your New Year's resolutions. So, eat a dick, and Penth, what's this year's resolution?
I guess I don't know. 1920 by 1080.
Fair enough. That's perfect. That's a
I'm
hell of a
looking-
resolution, man.
I'm looking for 1440p, 144 hertz G-Sync.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
No, nothing special. I mean, I want to be better about my food. Like, I mean, I have a meal plan and everything, and I give it out to people. I can be bad. Like, if people are going out to lunch at work, I'll go out and it'll be like, oh, I'll just have one roll. Ooh, this is a really good roll. I'll have this cheddar biscuit. You know what? I'm just gonna have pizza for lunch. And
Yeah, it's pretty easy to succumb.
It is, and even though I still eat way better than most people that I know, it gets to be too much. So
That's fair.
just get back to the gym again. This month has been a little crazy. I mean, having a second child will do that, but
That would do it.
when I get back,
What are you
And
doing,
do
like a
you-
cardio thing, or are you thinking weight gain,
I-
or are you?
I mean, I do CrossFit, so
Oh, okay. You're kind of an endurance
get-
guy.
get back to that.
Okay, that'd be fun. If you're
Yeah, so
into
wait-
that, I can't do CrossFit.
A couple of your dishes.
No, it's weight train. It's just weight training and cardio, like all together.
Right. But you do know the first rule of CrossFit, right?
Do not shut the fuck up about CrossFit.
Right. And what's the second rule of CrossFit?
Do not shut the fuck up about CrossFit.
Very good. Fantastic. All right, Solo. How about you, man?
Ah,
Wait, what were we talking about?
I don't know
CrossFit.
stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, CrossFit, man. Come on.
our resolutions.
Oh,
What's your
yeah,
New Year's
that.
resolution?
I don't really.
You're not that guy.
I guess not.
Way to not be that guy. At least you're not that guy. That's
Okay.
Don't. Shut the fuck up.
Benj, what about you?
Make more of Pence dishes because they're fucking tasty.
Glad
Yeah,
you
I've
like
heard
them.
that a lot.
I didn't know that you actually made any of them.
Yeah, I've made a couple of them.
Good.
Yeah, they're expensive as shit for some of them.
Well, some of them are, and I try to kind of mix in the expensive, crazy ones with the, with the other ones.
I forget the one, but it involved, I forget what it was off the top of my head, but it was pretty good. I remember
Just-
it
Yeah.
lasted us for like 4 days too, for the amount of that we made.
Yeah, and So this week I put a bunch of curry stuff, and one of them came straight from Brock's. And after I posted it, he sent me a message and was like, "Tell everyone that they need to double bag this stuff." And I don't know what it is. It's some kind of Indian resin spice stuff.
Right.
And he's like, it will, like, if you store it in your pantry without like double bagging it and then putting that bag in a sealed container, it will make your pantry smell like ass.
Oh, I know.
Kidding.
I know. I know which one that is. Yeah, it will.
Yeah, and he's like, as soon as you sprinkle that in a hot pan with some oil, and it smells delicious, but like in its raw form, it smells horrible. And so, like, I had to send it out to like 5,000 people. Like, hey, follow up. I hope you get this before you go out and buy this and leave it in your pantry.
Huh.
Your pantry
That's
will
awesome.
smell like ass.
Yep.
Fantastic. So, Veg,
Mine is to learn how to wear contacts.
learn how to wear contacts. Good luck. I can't do that.
Well, I only want to wear them for a very specific reason.
Uh-oh. You're getting like the black colored contact or something crazy, right?
No, well, okay, it's not black, it's red.
Yeah.
Um,
and
Not
something crazy.
not like the full eye contact like that, but like the red irises.
Why?
Because this coming Ren Fair, I'm going to be a Victorian Sith Lord.
I'm
Sufficiently random.
I don't know what to say to that.
Come on, you have to admit that would be badass.
You ever watch Futurama, Veg?
Yeah.
Did
Shut the
did you
Joe.
see the episode with the Sith Wars? Where
Yeah.
they were reenacting the Sith Wars?
Yeah.
That's gonna be you.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh Jesus.
It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be
I am
it's
Darth
gonna be a-
Exploder.
I actually don't have a name for me yet, but yeah, it's gonna be a cross between my Victorian outfit and being a Sith Lord. So on my left side, I'm gonna have a rapier. On my right side, I'm gonna have a lightsaber.
I'm completely speechless.
Plus, I'm gonna have a mask, red irises, face paint that makes me look all fucked up, like a Sith Lord.
Oh, you're already pretty fucked up looking. Don't worry.
Hey, Show. You
Don't
too,
have
bro.
far to go, bro. Not
How
far.
do you think I look?
Hey, Show. Do you
We
know?
don't know.
Hey,
You
Show.
look like a bunch of pixels.
Show. You know who you remind me of? That guy.
I am
You
that
remind
guy.
me of that guy.
Well, this
I am
looks like
that guy.
itself.
I am that guy.
But no, that I want to learn that. I also want to learn a lot more Spanish than I already know, because right now I'm at like a kindergarten level Spanish. Like I know enough to say hi, how you doing, and respond back like when someone answers like I'm okay, and I was like, oh, that's good to hear. That's as far as that conversation goes, because afterwards I have no fucking clue what you're saying to me, and I've had a bunch of Spanish women get mad at me when I'm like, muy poquito español. And they go,
Fair.
yeah.
No, that's a good thing, man. Learn another language. That's always good.
Yeah, I was trying to learn in secret. Then Ellie found out about Duolingo, and then she got mad. Then she started laughing and making fun of me, so I kind of stopped.
Why? Doesn't she speak it?
Yeah, she speaks fluent Spanish.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Just have
Well,
her
no,
teach you.
because she's like, oh, how. She don't want to teach me, but she's like, oh, how cute. Oh, and it's like, But,
Kind of ruins it, doesn't it?
it does. It's like now I see how I see the equivalent of like a parent saying, oh, that's a cool thing. Can I try too? And you're like, oh, fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the only reason I would say I'm kind of like at like a 5th grade Spanish level is only
Oh,
because I work with nothing but Spanish speakers, so you kind
I
of
was
learn
gonna-
by absorption.
I was gonna say you don't have a choice.
Yeah, it's like education through osmosis. Like that's
It's-
just what it is.
It's funny because I'm learning enough Spanish not to speak but to understand, and I'm starting to understand the conversations, and I start butting in a little bit, and her mom does not like that
Yeah.
because sometimes it's about me.
Right. Now you know.
And then I'm like, yeah, that is true. She goes, oh shit, like you see that look on her face, like she realized like, oh, he understands.
Yeah, he's picking it up. Time to stop talking shit about me.
Well, it's funny because she's really nice about it, like a good majority of the time. It's just like, oh, he leaves dishes here, and it's like, no, you're the one that leaves the dishes. You're just bitching about it. But shit like that. It's not like, oh, he's a bad man for you or anything. Nothing
Right,
like that.
right.
Trust me, that we
Generally
would have
talking shit.
yeah, basic house shit. But it's so amusing to watch like their faces when that shit happens. It's like, yeah, I have a very, very, very small general grasp of what you're saying, but I will learn. But
Right.
no, I've been like those things are my two. Another one is to lose more weight and be, basically get on the same level as Penn.
There you go.
And I do need to go back to the gym. At one point, I was bench pressing 200.
It's good. You were for a while. You were dropping like 10 pounds a week.
Yeah.
My problem now is I'm gaining too much muscle and I'm gaining weight back.
There's zero.
There's nothing wrong
issues
with that.
No. I'm
gaining
not
weight
saying
if
there's
it's
nothing
muscle.
wrong, but it doesn't feel like my progress is going anywhere because of that.
Dude,
Like
dude,
it's
it-
kind of
if-
I know.
If you know for a fact that it's muscle, now if you're like, oh, I'm gaining muscle back, these pies are turning straight into muscle. Like,
No.
Yeah, you're deluding yourself.
get some calipers, get some fat calipers, take measurements, and if your clothes are fitting better and you like how you look in the mirror, but your weight isn't changing, then no one gives a shit about your weight. It's how
Yeah.
you look in your actual fat body.
I've actually lost two belt sizes
Good.
so far.
No, yeah,
That's great.
That's what you care
Because I
about.
was 60, I'm down to 57 actually. I have to go get a new belt soon.
Awesome. That's fantastic, man.
Yeah, and it's frustrating at work because whenever I try to bend over, my pants fall.
Well, that I hate to say it, but that's a good problem to have.
Yeah. It's
You know.
frustrating though, because I don't feel like showing people my ass crack. The only person who I should show that to are people I don't like in Ellie.
I don't need to know. I don't need to know.
Hey, you've seen my ass crack, so that answers that question, doesn't
I
it?
don't. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Mine's pretty basic. I'm one of those guys. I decided to pick up an instrument, and I've had it for 2 weeks, and I'd say I've learned a couple songs now, so that's encouraging. So I'm gonna continue learning my bass guitar. That's big on my list. And then, much like Veg here, I got to lose a bit more weight. I seem to fluctuate between about 195 and 200. So I'm trying to get well below that this year. But we'll certainly see how that goes. I've already got plans. But honestly, that's about it. So unless anybody has anything else, we can go ahead and wrap things up tonight.
All right.
No? Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so very, very much for joining us this week. This has been episode 143 of the Six Gaming Podcast. I am your host, as always, Shosan, and I am damn happy to have you guys. Thank you again for showing up this week to both my illustrious set of co-hosts, as well as you guys out there in viewing land. So yeah, join us next week, episode 144. I would be remiss, though, if I didn't let my awesome and illustrious set of co-hosts say goodnight. So, Mr. Pantherian, please say goodnight.
Good night.
Good night.
And
So
don't be a dick.
full of energy and enthusiasm. Yeah. All right, Solo, say goodnight.
Like I said, don't be a dick.
Yeah, don't be a dick, Veg.
Yeah, fuck
Say
you.
goodnight.
Episode 150. I am hosting it.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
I'm hosting it. I proclaim it. That's my channel.
just-
That's my episode.
All right. All right. All right. We'll let this go. We'll see how this goes.
It'll
So
be the Six Dragon Ball
here.
podcast.
be
Now-
here for 150. Be an interesting show. Definitely.
Yeah, I'll be telling
So-
everybody to shut up because it's my podcast.
Shut up, Veg. It's my podcast tonight. God damn it.
Can it be my podcast at some point?
$5.
We'll see. Maybe like 190. But anyway, thank you
190?
guys so very much for joining us. Once again, I am your host, Shosan. Thank you. Please join us next week right here on Twitch at twitch.tv/6gaminggg. You can visit our website at 6.gg. We have a Twitter, Facebook, and a Discord all posted on our website, so please go check it out. So thank you guys once again so very much. For tonight, Mr. Vegito, please take it away.
You guys have a wonderful night and a happy new year. It's time to go get crunk.
See you. Bye.